Hey guys, it's Elliott from Elliott School of Music, your home for everything for the beginner musician. We've got lessons, tutorials, and everything in between. If that sounds like your sort of thing, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you can get notified on future videos just like this one. Today we're talking about Crazy Little Thing Called Love by Queen. And if that sounds like fun, you're in luck, because we're starting right now. This thing called love, I can't handle it, I ain't ready. Crazy little thing called love, there goes my baby. She knows how to rock and roll, she drives me crazy. She gives me hot and cold fever, she leaves me in a cold, cold sweat. Crazy Little Thing Called Love by Queen, one of the best songs they ever made in my opinion, and we're going to get right into it, starting with the intro. So we're starting on a D major. Now you may notice I played it capoed up, and that's because I was singing with it. Originally it is not capoed, so we're going to play it that way in the tutorial portion of the video. So we're starting with a D major shape, down, up, and then adding the pinky on the 3rd fret, 1st string for a D suspended 4, and then taking that pinky away. And then up, down, up again, and we start over. And then we get right into the verse. So the chords in the verse are really straightforward. D, G, C, and then the one that's going to trip some people up is a B flat. Now a B flat, you have a couple different ways you can play it. You can start with your 1st finger barred all the way across your first 5 strings on your 1st fret, and then your 3rd finger is going to play the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings on the 3rd fret. This is a A-shaped bar chord. That's the way I was playing it in the tutorial. You can also play your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings on your 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings on the 3rd fret, and then just drop your 1st finger on the 1st string, 1st fret. That's also a B flat. And then the last way I'll show you is basically an F major shape where your 1st finger is flat on your 1st and 2nd strings on the 6th fret, 2nd finger's on your 3rd string, 7th fret, and then your 3rd finger is on your 4th string, 8th fret. That's also a B flat. So let's talk about the strum pattern. So most of this follows a basic down, down, up, down, up pattern until we get to the C and the G at the end of the 1st line. And for those, we can really just strum straight down, 2 strums on each chord. So to start at the beginning of that line, G, C, G, and then we go back to D. This thing called love, G, I must, C, G, I ain't ready. Back to that down, down, up, down, up. B flat. And on B flat to C, we're still going to probably just do 2 single down strokes. And then we have a nice hard ending on that D after Crazy Little Thing Called Love. Crazy little thing called love. And then we start our 2nd verse. So let's try the 2nd verse out. I'm just going to call the chords out. Starting with D. G, C, G, D. G, C, G, D. B flat, C, D. Alright, moving on to the next section, which technically is kind of a bridge because there's not really a traditional chorus in this song. We end each of the verses with Crazy Little Thing Called Love. So this portion is different than the rest, but it's not really a chorus. So I think that's why it's considered a bridge. So we're starting with a G for 2 measures in that same strum pattern. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, then C. And when I play that C, I like to sort of accentuate 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 on G. because we're going, she knows how to rock and roll. Then to that B flat, she drives me crazy. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So we're gonna play B flat for 2 measures, E for 1 measure, 2, 3, 4, and then on 1 of the next measure we're hitting A 1 time. Again, it'll be 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then we have our little riff. We're going from our 5th string, 5th fret, chromatically down to our 3rd fret. Chromatic meaning just we're taking half steps only. Same thing on the 6th string. And then I like to play a 8 power chord here, because then we're going to walk down on our 4th string from our 7th fret down to the 5th fret, 4th, 2nd. And that walks us right back to D where we start the last verse. So again, from the beginning of the bridge, starting with G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, C, G, B flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, E, 2, 3, 4, A. And then we go right back into the 3rd verse. Now for the solo, we're going to follow a really similar pattern, just with a slightly different chord progression. B flat for 2 measures, 1, 2, 3, 4, D, G, D, 2, 3, 4, B flat, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, E, 2, 3, 4, A. Look familiar? And then in the original song, they go back to the first verse there and sing it a cappella. And if you and 8 or 10 of your closest friends want to get together and work out all those harmony parts, you're more than welcome to. What I like to do is just sort of play through the chord progression and maybe do a little palm muting there. So it's a little different than the way you've been playing it, but not completely just, no guitar and then all of a sudden you're just singing by yourself for a verse. So I like to just sort of follow the chord progression. Bring the intensity down a little bit. Guys, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like it, comment, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you get notified on future videos just like this one. Hope to see you again soon. Thanks.